This video is going to be an introduction to the next upload, which will be a guided hypnosis. And the hypnosis will essentially be about surrendering to Source. But you have to understand that listening to the hypnosis once without understanding the concept of what it is about, so to go through the phase of taking it in, practicing, and mastering the mindsets and choices that are being shown in the hypnosis. Well, if you don't take it seriously, it's not going to do much for you. It is a great tool for whoever takes it seriously, and it can truly change your level of empowerment, your level of knowing, your ability to not give in to things, but to rather seek clarity from Source about how that thing should be perceived. So essentially what happens in the hypnosis is that the inner child is going to learn that whatever it believes might not be as good as what Source knows, and therefore it should hold everything with an open hand and look to Source for guidance. You will see that throughout life, no matter what situation it is, it's always going to be a matter of giving in to the avatar, the inner child, let's call it shadows, or staying in the Source energies, where you have Source guidance, where you have true empowerment. And whatever challenge you might experience throughout the day, if it should be lack of knowing in regards to anything, lack of clarity, then it is always because the avatar, the shadow, the inner child, is the thing that is most active at that moment. If the inner child can hold its beliefs with an open hand, then it can easily be quieted, calmed down. And when it is quiet, when it doesn't hold on to something, it can be very easy to recognize your Source guidance. But it really must be taken seriously. As you have finished the hypnosis, you would preferably want to keep laying there and taking in this mindset that we're talking about in the hypnosis. Really understand it. In the coming days, you would want to take it seriously, to catch yourself. If the inner child is acting up, if it has some issues, if you have any beliefs that aren't beneficial, and really take in and understand what the hypnosis was about. The inner child now has a role model. It doesn't need to hold on to its beliefs so much. It doesn't need to act up anymore. It holds everything with an open hand. And the only way to master this approach, where you truly can have a good Source knowing, where you truly can be at ease, be content, be happy, free, empowered, is if the inner child can have a role model, if it doesn't hold on to its beliefs so strongly. It's going to take some practice and dedication, even after you have listened to the hypnosis. The hypnosis isn't going to magically clean up all of your shadows, even though it might put you in a state of wholeness and completeness. It might deal with many things, but other things might pop up as you go about your day. And if you then can really remember and understand what the hypnosis was about, follow through with the work, then things can change your level of empowerment and contentment can really get to the next level. Just learn to recognize the difference between being in a state of happiness where you enjoy life, where you believe in yourself, where things are great, compared to where you're whining a little about something, where something feels hopeless, or a little difficult, or a little unfortunate, or a little negative. Any of those negative feelings or experiences is your inner child. It is not your source self. You can call it a shadow. It's a problem. It's hindering you from being happy. You can't be both of these states of being at the same time, filled with hope and lack of hope at the same time. It's not going to happen. If you understand what the hypnosis is about, you can easily hold those shadows with an open hand. You can catch them on the go, and when they are held with an open hand, your source self connection will increase, because you're not focusing so strongly on those shadows, on the problems of the inner child. It will feel very safe when it can have source as a role model. And in the hypnosis, you're told to recognize the inner child, the many versions of your inner child. Do whatever works for you. You could visualize yourself, the avatar, in whatever state of being or mindset or troubles it is going through. And there might be a younger version of yourself. There might be an even younger one than that. They might want to cry, and whatever happens, it's okay. But essentially, in the end of the day, it's all just bad feelings, negative energies. And as long as you can catch them, that's all that matters. If you catch it, you can deal with it. So if you have benefited from this video, kindly consider becoming a supporter. This is all possible thanks to the supporters. Abundance, health and prosperity to you. Thank you so much.